Salutations, Internet. This is Frosted the Dragon here with more Terminal Velocity. Moving on to Planet 8. Not really a planet, but the Ceres asteroid in the Sol asteroid belt. The largest asteroid in the asteroid belt, Ceres has been fitted with an ion drive and is on course with Earth. It's crawling with a host of defenders assigned to make sure it reaches its target. Destroy all defense towers linked to the entrance tunnel. Fly down the tunnel and destroy the ion pulse motivator, rendering it harmless. Don't fail. The PDCs are not responding to any override codes. It doesn't look like we can turn them off. Should have tried this around Planet 2. Jeez. Anyways, what do we got here? DTS-1s, deep space transport shuttles with high-powered lasers. Shield towers, which should unlock the core entrance if we wreck them all. And auto-targeting anti-spacecraft batteries. Shouldn't that be ATASB instead of ATAB? Whatever. So, I hate to disappoint, but like I said in the last episode, we're basically done tunnel hunting. They tried to make it look good by having asteroids rain down, but look at how freaking sparse the map is! There really is no reason to not just rush all this. So, while we're destroying these towers, I'm going to distract you all with something I attempted to do recently. I discovered an old disk of mine. And when I say old, I mean this would have been either Windows 3.1 or Windows 95 old. It's for a microforum game called Screaming Skies. It's another one of them spaceflight ones that I never managed to finish as a kid. Unfortunately, I only have Windows XP as far as my old installation disks go. So I have no way of actually playing the thing, because what happens in XP is this. The game will load. If you hardware accelerate in a virtual machine, it'll do the loading. It'll play the first two movies. It'll get to the main menu. But no matter what you launch from there, it will crash every single time without fail. I think it absolutely requires Windows 95 specifically. Or... was 3.1 ever on a CD? Because the BIOS of my computer absolutely cannot read floppies. And mine's like an 8-year-old computer. It's not like an ancient relic, but it's old. I've been looking to upgrade as soon as I finally have the money for it. That thing's gonna set me back $3,000 minimum. And that's only for some of the parts. Regardless, I have a couple of things I'm thinking of trying. One, I eventually just look to see if I can find a 95 disc somewhere. Two, I try to work with Linux and Wine or whatever the thing's called. There's enough versions of Linux I could eventually find one, a combination of this that makes it work. I mean, if I find it out, I will definitely LP that game, because if that's the case, I would probably have one of the only ones on YouTube. Seriously, I tried to look for a video or two of it, and it's... Did you see that? I think an asteroid just destroyed the shield tower. It really... I don't know. Anyways, the Screaming Skies thing, yeah. I'll investigate it some more later. But the game is rare enough that I think the only other thing that's acknowledged its existence is a small Amazon listing of like 8 CDs. Wow, I talked so much about this other cool space thing, that we've almost completed the Ceres asteroid entirely. We are already done 2 levels. Oh, God. Maybe I need to talk about unrelated crap with some of these other things. But anyways, last stage of the asteroid, things actually look a tiny bit more populated. And I actually just start spamming missiles here, there, everywhere. Honestly, though, do we really need this much tomfoolery? We have an ion pulse motivator to ruin. If more of the levels were this short and sweet, or only had one tunnel that wasn't far off the path, this game might have actually ended on an enjoyable note. Ceres keeps the pace up, at least. Even if it is short and kind of a barren place. This game isn't really much for exploration. It's about much more blowing shit up like this ion pulse motivator here. That has its own shields and apparently shoots atoms. Not molecules, what am I thinking? A few spams of the plasma assault cannon later, and I man the torpedoes. Torpedoes are nuts in this game. And look at how badly that's drawn. I mean, it's probably excusable now, but whatever. But that's it for the Ceres asteroid. That was barely anything. Alright, that was really it. So, this is Frosty, signing out. Tune in next time for the final planet in the game. We'll be done with this train wreck.